Good morning, Rails. Welcome to week 5 and homecoming week. It's always exciting, homecoming week. We got all kinds of things happening. We had Powder Puff football yesterday. We have a parade going on at the end of the week. We have a bonfire on Wednesday night, AAA assembly Wednesday morning, football game and dance on Friday night as well. So much going on. And before we move any further, I want to take a moment to congratulate our King and Queen Court for Fall Homecoming 2024. The King Court consists of Blaine Boysen, Elwood Christian, Ian Dobozinski, Caleb Lanthier, Avery Lee, and Asa Swanstrom. And our Queen Court consists of Sierra Chacho Carlson, Jane Ekstrom, Paige Evans, Lizzie Harnell, Addison Heeb, and Neela McLeod. So look for a ballot in your social studies classes tomorrow, and voting will take place so that the King and Queen for the Fall Homecoming 2024 will take place at the end of the AAA assembly on Wednesday morning. So congratulations to them. And again, lots going on this week, a lot happening, and a lot of fun to be had. So get involved and enjoy and get out there and support the Rails. Well, one of the events that we have during homecoming week is the search for the golden spike. It has been hidden somewhere in public property in the city of Proctor, in the city limits, and every day this week there will be a new clue for where its location is on the Proctor Journal website. So proctorjournal.com. You'll notice that it's right on the front page. Clues for the golden spike treasure hunt. And clue number 1 out there is extra, read all the news. It is PHS Homecoming Treasure Hunt time. Look at the clues. With humor and wit, clues cleverly writ. The rules of the game remain much the same. Public property bound, the spike will be found. So that's just kind of an introductory clue. And today, if you go to the Proctor Journal website, you will see clue number 2, which will start giving you some details on where you might find the spike. And the person who finds the spike and brings it to me in the high school office will get a crisp $50 bill and a pass to all student activities here this year. So definitely a lot at stake. So if you find that the spike, bring it to the high school office. Well, as mentioned, the first event in our fall homecoming week was yesterday for the Powder Puff tournament at Eggerdahl Field, flag football, and with a late catch in the winning touchdown in the championship game by Presley Tappaney, the Puff and Stuff became the champions of this year's tournament. So congratulations to them. And what a great evening to kick off our homecoming week. And nice job. No injuries, which is always a good thing. Well, one of the big events that's going to happen this week is our bonfire happening, rain or shine, at the fairgrounds, Proctor Fairgrounds. just to the east of the Proctor Indoor Turf Facility, in between the indoor facility and the racetrack. And that'll start at 7 o'clock. That's when the fire will be lit, and it will go until 9 o'clock. And we will have the indoor turf facility open for bathrooms and for students that maybe want to run around in the turf area. But again, rain or shine, 7 to 9 on Wednesday, the bonfire. And if I could get some of the seniors to help me out at about 6 o'clock at the fairgrounds for an hour of community service to help me get the pallets loaded up and stacked up for our bonfire, that would be amazing. So please let me know if you can show up at 6 o'clock to help me get things ready to go for our bonfire. So again, bonfire at the fairgrounds on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Well, at the end of the week, we are going to have our parade, our homecoming parade that will go from Eggerdahl Field to the Proctor High School. That'll start promptly at 1:20 p.m. And if you're going to be in the parade, you need to make sure that, you've talked to Ms. Voss about the float and got your sheet in for your float that you're going to have in the parade. And B, you are on the list of people that are going to be on the float. Because at 12:45 on Friday, those that are on the list for each float are going to be excused to get down and get ready for the parade itself. If you're not on that list and you leave, you will be marked absent for that class that you left. So make sure you're on the list if you are on a float. And Ms. Voss informed me late last week that we only had like 3 floats. So it's going to be a pretty short parade unless people get their float information in. So get that stuff into Ms. Voss so we can have our parade ready to go. And again, that's exciting. Going to happen on Friday and leading right up to our Pep Fest. That's going to happen at 2:15 on Friday in the gym. I know our Spike Club's been getting ready for that. It's going to be a lot of good times. So got to look forward to that at the end of the week.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, one of the events I know that everybody's looking forward to is our homecoming dance on Friday night after the football game. The football game's at 6. The dance will start at 8 o'clock in the Proctor High School gym, and it is $5 to get in, and you must have your student ID from this year to show at the door to show that you're a Proctor High School student. And you should be getting your IDs here today or tomorrow from your social studies teacher. And so, again, you must show that you're a Proctor student. Only Proctor students are allowed, and only Proctor 9th through 12th grade students are allowed at the homecoming dance. It is a jersey theme, so wear your jersey. And you also need to make sure you do not have any detentions. You'll be turned away at the door if you have detention to serve, and you will not be allowed in at the dance. So make sure you serve your detentions this week if you have one, and get off that list so that you can come to the dance on Friday night. And again, detention times can be found in the office or on the detention notice that you received. So figure out when you can serve those, get those taken care of so that you can come to the Jersey Dance Friday night, 8 to 11. Again, only Proctor High School students. Student ID is going to be required to get in, and it's $5. not only is it homecoming week this week, it's also the week where we're going to have an election for our Student Government Executive Council members. Our executive council for student government consists of our president, which is a senior, our vice president, which is a junior, and our secretary, which is a sophomore. And elections will take place in your social studies classroom for each grade level. And so for president, we have Kaylin Morin, who is running unopposed. So she will be our student government president this year. Kaylin Morin, congratulations. And Shelby Bido will be our secretary. She's the only one running for secretary is in the sophomore class, so there won't be a need for voting in those two. But for vice presidents, it's highly contested for vice president. The candidates for vice president for student government are Lakin Lyons, Addie Britton, Victoria Nelson, Keely Lack, and Olivia Morin Swanson. So they will be on the ballot in junior social studies classes for you to vote for. And again, the executive council is the folks who will be basically speaking for the entire student government and for the student body when they go and have to meet with different people for the different things that we're working on. And so their voice is very powerful, very strong in support and in representation of the student body. So I think we have great people in line for those positions, and best of luck to those vice president candidates this week as the voting takes place. Well, before we sign off, I want to also remind you that Friday is our first grading checkpoint of semester one. We're coming to the end of week 5 of our school year. So on Friday, your grade will be posted in each class as to where you are standing in terms of grade for the semester. And again, that's important. We do these grading checkpoints every 5 weeks to kind of give you some short-term things to kind of set goals for. And kind of smaller chunks to kind of manage on your side. So, and many of you are doing a great job so far. And in addition to having checkpoint on Friday, we also have parent-teacher conferences next Thursday on October 10th. So not only will we have a grading checkpoint to show your progress so far in the first semester, but also we're going to have an opportunity to have your parents meet with teachers to talk about your academic progress when we have conferences next Thursday, the 10th. So keep working hard on those academics and focusing on that schoolwork and your learning. And, hopefully you're doing what you need to do. And with that, it's going to be an amazing week. It's going to be perfect weather. I'm really, really looking forward to celebrating homecoming with you all and having a lot of fun and celebrating us as a Proctor Rails community. So have a great week and go Rails.